The perfect gift. Is it the one given or the one received? The Simbul, Storm Queen of Aglarond, is unhappy. Though she has triumphed over her enemies, she lacks an heir to her throne, a child to love and nurture. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I am your host, Liam, aka Hamvar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Lynn Abbey's The Simbul's Gift. The Simbul's Gift is a 1997 novel by Lynn Abbey, and I believe one of two set in the Forgotten Realms by Abbey. It is also book 6 in the novels, though you do not have to read any of the 5 previous books, as it's more, if you're unfamiliar with Forgotten Realms series, they're more of like standalones with a common theme of the main character being a noble. That's basically it. For example, I haven't read any of the first 5. So I went to this one actually straight away because I was feeling like I wanted to read another book by Lynn Abbey, because I am a fan of Thieves' World and just her writing in general. So we have a few main characters actually, but as you can kind of tell, if you do not know, the Simbul, here called the Storm Queen of Aglarond, she's generally called the Witch Queen of Aglarond. She is the main character of a sort, though some people complain she doesn't get enough screen time. She does share this status with some other characters. But anyways, Alasra Shintranta Silverhand is Witch Queen of Aglarond, one of the 7 sisters. They're not really mortal, as they don't really age, and they are daughters of the goddess of magic, Mishra. So she is a very powerful mage of sorts. She's actually raised in Rushaman by the witches there, at least I believe so. She is the 6th sister, but the most powerful actually in the arcane art, hence her status as a ruler of a country. She does have one sister, I believe, that is in charge of the Silver Marches, if you can kind of count that as a country. Is that the same sister that becomes the Open Lord of Waterdeep? I think so. Anyways, but we do get a short introduction of her history. And chapter 1 is set in 1365 Dale Reckoning, but most of the story is actually set in 1368 of the Dale Reckoning. We do get contrasting Eurwood elven settlements and from the grand capital of Elprindalar of Aglarond. It's quite an interesting comparison, but they're both part of the same country, technically. The Ur elves have a deity unique to them, which actually sets them apart from other elves of the Forgotten Realms and Faerun, which I think really fits with the verisimilitude that authors really go for in fantasy settings, since it feels very authentic. It feels like a very real-world thing where your deities are local, and you could maybe say they're connected to some other larger deity or aspects of them, but really the gods are, a local thing, right? So the Ur has its own gods, which makes sense. Zandalar is the big one here. She is sort of Hanali Kelanil or Sune, mixed a little bit with Shares, so she's basically a goddess of lust. In this wood, our other character that is important is a Browen, who is called Bro for short, which is a little confusing, but he owns a horse known as Zandalar's Dancer. This horse and Bro are very important to the story. There are also some red wizards of Thay that are important, not surprising, knowing that their foreign tendencies and closeness to Aglarond kind of bring him into conflict, of course, with, the Simbul. We also have the Cha-Tel Quasar and their gods, which, again, feel so authentic and give one of the Forgotten Realms stories with some of the best verisimilitude, because, there's a variety, and I would say she actually has a similar thing going on with her other Forgotten Realms novel, The Nether Scroll, which is part of the Lost Empire series, but also a standalone. So, as far as Lynn Abbey goes, I honestly think she is one of the best authors at character work. And I don't want to just say that she's character work and it's some nebulous thing. I think she just makes people feel really human and puts them in really human situations, even though the world is fantastic. And I don't know what it is about Lynn Abbey, because I think some people dislike her writing because of that. They think it's boring, but it really is character focus, which is good, because without your characters, you can't have a story. So I think Abby does a great job here. I know this book wouldn't be for everyone, but if you want to try out one of those people who's really influential on the genre and maybe want to try out Forgotten Realms if you have not read any Forgotten Realms yet, maybe try out The Simbul's Gift by Lynn Abbey, as I am a big fan of her and she definitely doesn't get enough love. And, she is still with us. That always won't be the case. So, but I enjoyed it. Liam Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.